Move over, blind dude from Don't Breathe. We've got another blind person who's not to be messed with. And she doesn't even have a military background and can still kick ass. Let's talk about it. See For Me, directed by Randall Okita, and it's available on Amazon, Apple TV, YouTube, and Vudu. And as always, folks, slight spoilers, but not the ending. Here's Sophie, a former pro skier, but then became legally blind, and it changed everything in her life. But she didn't let that keep her from working, so she started working as a house sitter for hire. In order to get around, she uses an app called See For Me that she downloaded on her phone. It's an app that assigns a guide who can see for her, basically her eyes when she needs to get around. Anyhow, she gets a job to house, or should I say, cat sit, this really nice spot in the boonies, in the middle of nowhere. As she gets there, Sophie decides to call a homie to help her with the grand tour of the house. And a nice house it is. Rooms galore, even a wine room. This place has it all. One thing I should add is Sophie puts a necklace on the cat that beeps so she can keep track of the cat and where it is. Funny thing is, once Sophie is settled in, she goes outside to chill, but locks herself out. Oops. Time to use her app. Gets connected with a girl named Kelly to assist her. And while Kelly's helping her, she remains patient and guides Sophie to an area where she can get back in. And Sophie takes a liking to her because of her patience and understanding. Plus, she treated her like a normal person. Sophie puts her in the important section for contacts. Anyhow, it's getting late and it's time to get some rest. But later in the evening, these dudes break in. What are they looking for? Well, just happens to be a safe with a shit ton of money. $7 million to be exact. Sophie can hear some noise going on. She, of course, is alarmed and is not sure what's up. First she calls 911. Then she decides to call her newfound friend Kelly for a set of eyes. So Kelly confirms her thoughts that there are some people in the house. Meanwhile, these dudes thought they were alone, but hear strange noises as well. Pretty cool sequences where they're looking for her and she's hiding from them. And just as they look in one area, she leaves it. But eventually, Sophie does become impatient, stops listening to Kelly, and decides to try and make a run for it, which gets her caught. Now, this is where things get pretty interesting, though. So at first, they're about to take her out, but then she reveals that she's blind and can't even see their faces anyway. And to top it off, she actually offers to help them. She's even willing to get rid of the cops that she called if they're willing to give her a percentage of the money. That's right, you heard me right. My girl wants a piece of the pie. So the question is, do they oblige? I mean, the cops are on their way. These guys can either call it a day, leave and not get any of the money, or they can hedge their bets on this blind gal and trust that she'll get rid of the cops. And give her a percentage in the process, because that's what's promised, right? Dude, this Sophie is smarter than she may seem. Don't let the blindness fool you. Anyhow, man, this it's a pretty good movie. I gotta admit to you, this is a mixture of Don't Breathe and this movie called The Call with Halle Berry. Lots of good tension in certain scenes. I love the fact that Sophie ain't no pushover just because she's blind, dude. She's stubborn, but she's a strong woman, dude. This isn't like a bloodfest at all. I mean, but there are some cool kills for sure. But this is more of an intense drama than anything else, though. Easy movie to follow. Pretty obvious how this one's gonna end. But when it comes to the Sophie character, there's definitely more than meets the eye. Pardon the pun. She's not as innocent as she seems. That's all I'm going to say. I'm throwing that out there, okay? But yeah, this is definitely a fun watch, like I said. You'll definitely get a trip out of Sophie, man. This girl is something else, man. Interesting note, though. The actress who plays Sophie, Skylar Davenport, is actually legally blind. And this movie definitely gives you a slice of what her daily life can be like. I recommend it for sure. I definitely enjoyed it. Anyhow, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends. Be sure to hit that like button with your weapon of choice. Even subscribe too if you want. Because on the Don't Split Up channel, hell has never been so Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Would you steal a car?
No.
Would you steal a computer?
No.
Would you steal a purse?
No.
Would you steal a TV?
No.
Have you subscribed to the Don't Split Up channel yet?
No.
Viewing without subscribing is a dick move.
Don't be a dick.
Subscribe. Click and subscribe. It's free.